Okay, hello everyone. It's Will here again. Today's Tuesday the 9th. Yep, that's right, Tuesday the 9th. Second day of going through the analysis here. Now, when we left the room earlier, we weren't really seeing a great deal of movement or action on there at all. Weren't really seeing anything on anything. So, since then, quite a few things on here have changed. First of all, I just want to point out trades that I did today, and then we'll just look at the sort of general analysis. Now, I only did two trades today. Unfortunately, both of them didn't work out too well. Slightly different from the norm. Those of you who weren't in the room um, would realise that the actual style of trading that I was doing was very different compared to what I usually do on there. The trade I did was went long on the euro yen, and I also went long on the cable. Now, both very, very, very small uh, stop losses, but unfortunately didn't work out too well. Now, you're probably looking at these charts here and seeing all this mad movement up and thinking, well, how the hell did you manage to get stopped out on a on a long? Well, basically, what I did today is I was looking for the breakout on this line. You'll probably remember this line from yesterday as well. We saw the market came up here. Okay, kind of stalled around here. I thought, yep, okay, cool. So this buy. So I bought around here. My stop loss was very low. It's only sort of 30 pips, which for the pound yen's tiny anyway. I mean, the pound yen, the spread alone is 7. But yeah, so anyway, I went long on that. Market came down. I was expecting it to perhaps bounce off this trend line or the longer trend line. We can see it didn't bite to this trend line, so in fact I will be deleting that trend line out. And we can see it's more sticking to this longer trend line that we have here. Market's bounced down. Pretty much, it didn't hit it to the pit, but it got very, very close, and we can now see that it's rapided up here. Initial target I would have been looking for was that 140.70. Kevin picked this other level up there, 141.16, which we can see it's literally bounced off to the pip. And my second target I would have gone for at the time would have been 141.40. So good call on Kevin on that one, at least for the time being. Although we're still on this bar, so it could move up again. Although now it looks like it's pulled down a little bit. But yeah, so pretty good call from him on that. I'm sure he's happy with himself for that. Anyway, Euro Yen. This is the second one I was looking at. I generally do think that this had to come up, and I still think it will. I actually decided to buy on this green line. Stop loss wasn't too far into here, so I got triggered in here. Market came down, stopped me out, bounced off the trend line, and came back up. At the time when I entered into these trades, I did say that there was a bit of risk involved at the time, a bit a higher risk than what we'd usually be looking for. And in hindsight, I definitely should have had my stop on the other side of the trend line here, and looking to buy up into here rather than just having it in this range. So we can see at the moment on here, it's definitely sticking to our trend line. And I think over the coming days, I mean, we may see a bit of a pullback tonight now. I'm not sure the exact reason why the market's suddenly started going crazy. But yeah, even if we do see a pullback on this, I would still expect to see the market, eventually move up. And come the end of the week, I'd expect the euro to close higher. Uh, yeah, so we just look at a couple of these other pairs, just go through these, kind of what's happened today on them. I've drawn my channel in on here, which is these blue lines. Still got my arrow pointing down. I was expecting the market to move down. It did. It didn't quite move down in the way I wanted it to, so I didn't take any trades. But we can see on here, it's come down. It's pretty much bounced off of my channel trend line, the blue line, and has moved back up again since. So I'm still going to be looking for shorting opportunities on this. So the market's just moved too fast. On a lot of these is the general picture. If it's moved too fast, fair enough. Um, but that's the way it goes. Also, as well, these other lines, those of you in the room will know. I mean, it's going to look like I'm making half of these lines up, considering the market's literally hit them. This is the line that I was aiming for my second take profit level on this pound US. If I was going to go long on it, we can see the market completely went through. These green lines are the take profits I would have used. You can see the market's completely gone through this green line and bounced off the second line. So pretty much spot on that one as well. Just unfortunately didn't trade it due to the speed. So it got to the target I was expecting it to get to, just a lot faster than I was expecting it to do. So I wouldn't even have really wanted to react if it was moving that fast, to be honest with you. So, but anyway, didn't get involved. CAD, we've had the spike down, didn't close, so still waiting for a setup on this one really. It came down to the same level as this previous spike, so I'd expect probably a bit more chop on the CAD now for a little while, but over the next couple of days, once again by the end of the week, I'd expect this to close lower than where we started at the beginning of the week. Um, what else are we looking at here? Pound yen I've already just mentioned. Dollar yen, still waiting for a buy at some point. The purple line's the line that Kevin was having a look at on the D mark on a daily basis. This little green line here is just one I was looking at. So both pretty much at similar levels. Still waiting for a break up and looking to buy into that. So nothing on that one just yet. Euro US initially, same thing today. This green line was my first target level. We can see the market moved up pretty fast here, bounced off of my channel, came back down, pretty much bounced off this other side. Yeah, granted, it didn't exactly hit it, but it's never going to. Came down, bang, push up. It's completely penetrated the channel that I'd drawn in blue. Second profit level I would have gone for was this green one. It hasn't quite hit it yet, but I still expect them. It got within what 10 pips there, plus your spread. You would have been 12 pips away if you did go long. But once again, still be waiting for the market to move up, and another one that I expect the week to close higher on. As I said, they're just on a temporary basis. Aussie US is another one I was looking at today. Initial profit target would have been that green line, which once again would have got hit if I did decide to trade it. The market moved up pretty fast here. I was looking for a close above. We can see it here. It did hover on this trend line, but this would have been a false breakout. The market rejected it. It didn't close below the line. It closed within the line here. Then it moved up. Bang! It would have hit the profit level. Targets that Kevin was looking at with these purple ones here. So I don't want to go too much into Kevin's thing. I'm sure he'll cover this all on his own video. But yeah, so the first profit target I would have gone for would have been this green one, which once again did finally get hit. So anyway, I have to be quick. We've only got 10 minutes on these videos. So yeah, two trades today. Both didn't work out very well, unfortunately. Although the risk for me was very very small. I used pretty small lot sizes for the account, and I didn't go I didn't go in too heavy on the stop loss side of things. So small losses. No, I'm not too concerned personally. I mean, I was right, but I was wrong. I was right in terms of my theory, but I was thinking at the completely wrong time. So, well, not the completely wrong time. I was sort of 2 hours too early, and unfortunately, as I said, I was expecting it to move in the direction it did move in. And obviously, if you can refer to yesterday's video to prove that. Just unfortunately, the market just didn't quite get to where I was hoping it to move to. Now, in terms of tomorrow, in the long run, I do, as I say, come over this coming week, I do still expect the dollar gains. Aussie, for example, I expect to at least get up to this 188.30 level, which it wasn't too far away from earlier, 33 pips. I look for some, as I say, dollar gains this week. Then either late this week or early next week, we'll look to place a couple of longer term trades, probably resuming the overall trend again. But we've seen a nice couple of breakouts today. So I think Mark got in on a couple of them quite nicely. But it's unfortunately for me, I was a little bit too early. So that's pretty much it. I'm not sure how long this video is. So hopefully I haven't taken up too much time. Otherwise I'll be sitting there editing it all the time. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Obviously the picture could change. I'm recording this at 6 GMT, so the picture may look very different at the time you're watching this. But it's pretty much done what I expected it to do today. I was expecting this to happen by at least Thursday. A bit of chop, and then we'd see some movement. So we saw it at the end of today, so that's good. And hopefully that'll be good. So I'll end this now, and if anyone has any questions, just contact me via email. But that's it for today, guys. Speak to you tomorrow. Thank you very much.